Welcome to part 4 of my allergen-friendly Thanksgiving series, and today we're making the main event, a juicy, golden, perfectly roasted turkey that's completely allergen-free and full of flavor, using an adapted recipe from renowned chef Teeny Younger. The ingredients you need are listed on the screen, or you can find them at the recipe link below. First, we start the day before Thanksgiving by creating our turkey brine in our compound butters. Start the brine by combining 8 cups of water, 1 cup of flaky salt, a quarter cup of honey, a quarter cup of brown sugar, 2 oranges, 1 head of garlic, oregano, sage, thyme, rosemary, 2 bay leaves, a teaspoon of black peppercorns, and 1 onion. Then bring that to a boil, and in the meantime, chop up the rest of your herbs for the compound butter. Once the brine is done boiling, remove it from the heat and let it cool while you finish chopping the herbs. Once that's done, we'll add 8 cups of ice water to our brine. We do this so that the brine is cool enough that it won't cook the turkey once it's placed in the brine. You'll want to get a brining bag, which I was able to find at my local grocery store near the Ziploc baggies. You can also find it linked on my Amazon storefront below. Place the bag in a pot large enough to hold your turkey. Then pour your brine in the bag inside the pot, then add your turkey. When it comes time to purchasing your turkey, make sure you get a turkey that is not pre-brined. It usually says in the fine print on the packaging if it is pre-brined or not. I could not find one at my local store that wasn't pre-brined, so if your store only sells pre-brined, that's okay, but from an allergy standpoint, you can't be 100% that it's top 6 allergen free. Mine was a little frozen here, so I wasn't able to remove the gravy mix bag from the cavity, so if that happens to you too, that's okay. Close up your bag, then place your turkey in the fridge overnight. At this time, you'll go ahead and chop up your chives, and then we're going to make our compound butters. I unfortunately forgot to hit record for this part, but for the garlic herb butter that will be used as our rub, you'll combine the butter, olive oil, minced garlic, herbs, chives, lemon zest, lemon juice, salt, and pepper. Then for the second compound butter that will be used to inject the turkey, you will combine the butter, salt, pepper, thyme, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. For the thyme, make sure to get ground thyme and not thyme leaves, as the leaves may clog up your syringe, which is very frustrating when it keeps happening over and over and you have to keep going to the sink and rinsing it out. So make sure you get ground thyme. Cover the butters with saran wrap and then place them in the fridge overnight.
One day later.
On Thanksgiving Day, remove the turkey and butters from the fridge. Remove the turkey from the brine and place it on a large pan and pat dry thoroughly. Then remove the turkey skin from the breast by tugging and pushing your hand through the membranes. I know this part feels invasive, but trust me, it's going to make for a more tasty turkey. I do recommend gloves for this part. The lighter colored butter will be used as our rub, then our more orange butter will be used for injecting our turkey. Microwave the butter rub for 10 to 15 seconds just until it's smooth enough to be easily spread, and then rub some of that butter in the cavity of the turkey, under the skin of the turkey, and on the exterior. Then microwave your second butter that will be used for the injections until it's liquidy. Once you've got it in the syringe, thoroughly inject the turkey all over, starting with deeper injections and pushing the butter out as you remove the syringe to make sure you get that butter all throughout the turkey. Now every 30 minutes you will repeat the injection process as well as basting the turkey. I just used the juices at the bottom of the roasting pan as well as any extra butter I had to inject the turkey. Don't judge me for my syringe choice. I thought I had an actual kitchen baster and I apparently didn't, so I ended up using my daughter's science kit syringe and it did not work very well. So I ended up just using the syringe I used to inject the turkey to baste the turkey as well. So as I mentioned, we will do this process every 30 minutes until the turkey is fully cooked or 165 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll definitely want a temperature gauge or smart high temp thermometer. I have a meter thermometer. It's on my Amazon storefront, so I'll link that down below if you're interested. But I highly recommend some type of thermometer so you don't accidentally undercook or overcook the turkey. And please be very careful because the pan is going to be very hot, and especially if you have a roasting pan like I do, also on my Amazon storefront, just as much more surface area for you to accidentally burn yourself. I know from experience. And then when plating the turkey, I just used some extra sage leaves, rosemary stems, and lemon slices to make it look more fancy. And that's it! You've got a turkey that's golden, aromatic, and unbelievably moist. Proof that allergen-friendly doesn't mean flavorless or joyless. Elimination doesn't mean limitation. Now let's eat 6 free.